My worst bender, I always get asked, what's my worst bender? And I can't really recall my worst bender, but I can recall like worst benders. And the reason that they were the worst benders is it wasn't during the binge itself. Like going on a bender was not necessarily to me like bad, but it was especially the aftermath after a bender. And so I'll give you an example. Like my worst bender was constant contact with my dealer, constant coke, constant alcohol, and constant fucking and sex. And dude, I fucked a lot of girls. I did a lot of coke and I drank a hell of a lot. I didn't sleep at all. And I literally lived what you would think is this rock star dream in a hotel room, cut off from life. But the reality is that it literally destroyed everything else because nothing else in my world mattered at all. And this didn't just end. It just continually kept going. And what would stop these benders is typically, it wasn't even money or anything else. After 3 days, I'd just be like, fuck this, I wanna go back to reality. If you're new to the channel, hit the like and subscribe button. What's up guys, my name is Eric and I'm a recovering cocaine and alcoholic addict. I like to share my experiences and my stories, not because I'm an expert at all when it comes to this, just that it helps us not feel alone. It helps us remind ourselves of the insanity that we went through, especially to get sober or looking for a reason to get sober. So if you're looking for a reason to get sober, here it is. This is it, get sober. But I mean, what my worst benders were like is I literally would just line up girls. Mine went around, it was easy for me to acquire the coke. So I would just hit up my dealer. I would go pick up 2 8-balls of coke, usually more than that actually. I would go over to the liquor store and I would pick like Holiday Inn Expresses and stuff. Like when I went on a bender, I made a lot of money. So my benders were like cool benders in a sense. That's the worst part about it is it wasn't like some seedy like fucking trap house or anything like that. No, I stayed in really nice hotels. So now I'm in a really nice hotel. I got a ton of alcohol. I'd planned this out. So guess what I brought with me? Extra clothes. I brought, stuff to shave. Like I was literally just that whack that my bender was like a planned vacation. I didn't go on vacations. I went on benders. So now I got that and I'm calling up girls and guess what? I'd get there and 20 minutes later, 19-year-old would show up and she'd be like, hey, what's up? And I would know her because it'd be my receptionist or whatever. Friends. I mean, I never really dumped money into prostitutes, any of that shit. I just knew a bunch of people that would fuck for drugs and that were friends of mine in life or supposed friends in life. And literally that's how it started, turn on the fucking TV, have music going and just start fucking drinking, laughing, ordering some food and some room service. Cause I always knew I needed to like eat beforehand because on this bender, I wasn't going to be eating at all. Food really didn't sound good to me. And next thing you know, as the alcohol progressed, as the drugs progressed, as you're pulling off each other's clothes and you start going at it, I was lost. It was gone. It was done. That was the end of it. I'm popping Viagras, I'm drinking, I'm blacking out, not sure what's going on. I was smart enough that I never drove and I would stay isolated in these hotels and it would be like the Holiday Inn Express or not Express, but Garden Inn. I would stay at Hilton's and shit like that had a restaurant. So if I did need food or whatever, I could go down in like the lobby and get it. And I smoked a lot. So I'd go outside and smoke. And downtown Orange County area, depending on Anaheim or Brea or Buena Park, wherever, there's usually was a liquor store or gas station around and I could get alcohol. Or I would just hit up girls and Venmo money and they'd bring me alcohol and then we'd have sex. And like literally that was it. Like I just remember girls just like fucking pounding them out to the point that my dick hurts. I'm not even coming anymore from orgasms. I'm more concerned about, okay, oh shit, dude, we're running low on coke. I got to hit my dealer up. Like that was my whole obsession thought. It wasn't my wife. It wasn't my job. It wasn't my, money. Like everything normal in life didn't matter. My dog, like none of that mattered. It was just obsession. And like literally blocked out the whole entire world. And the worst part about it is this would go on for a couple days and I didn't care about anything else. And then all of a sudden all of it would stop and I'd finally get to this point of just pure exhaustion that I would collapse and crash and go, what am I doing? Looking around, realizing what I just went through. And yeah, it sounds like so much fun, but guess what? Guess who had tons of missed calls from wife? Work. Let all these people down, missed appointments, missed everything. Family, all that stuff. People literally thinking I'm dead. And all I cared about was drugs. And guess what I would do is, sorry, I just kind of went through something and now I'm lying to get myself out of all this because I'm not going to take any kind of accountability because that's what an addict does is no accountability. And I think any addict out there understands that we don't know how to be accountable for our actions. And then we look back at the experiences that we have, and it almost drew you back in to do it. And I like, people do benders for different reasons, but it's this mad escape, giving yourself to this drug, and supposedly just gonna like you're like living your best life. Like it was like my vacation almost. And that's the messed up part, is like, as an addict, you don't worry about family vacations, you worry about benders, and you worry about drinking, you worry about like using mass amounts, and you already know in your head that you're gonna do this, because that's how obsessive we are in our head. And that's how important our addiction is in our head, is that we literally plan it out, and this is what we're going to do. And that's why I don't like sharing about these experiences, because people will be like, well, it doesn't sound all that bad. No, it doesn't sound all that bad. And no, I wasn't doing heroin. I wasn't smoking meth. I'm not in a trap house. But I'm also not waking up. I'm not getting sane in my brain. I just keep repeating a cycle, and I keep just ruining and destroying my life. And that's the crappy part about it. That is the worst part of it, is the fact that you just keep repeating it. I mean, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the like and follow button. Comment down below. If you look into the bio, I got links to AA and NA. Believe me, it can get a lot better. Believe me, all that BS, because it sounds like such a party, that in the end, that party is gone and you're by yourself and you're isolated and you're alone and you're broken and you're damaged and you feel that nobody understands. I mean, that's where reaching out for support matters. That's where reaching out for support makes a difference. So for the one out there struggling right now, the one going through it, know that it gets better. Know that you're not alone. And the first step really comes in just letting everybody know that you're an addict. Let everybody know that you're struggling. Let everybody know that you're in pain, and let everybody know that you need help. And they probably have heard this a million times before. But be the difference, and you want it bad enough that you look in the mirror and you tell yourself how bad you want it, and you fight for it every single day, and it does get better. So don't give up. You got this.